So let's start today's episode here. And this is going to be Spawn. I recently built up this structure that's here. I don't know, let's see, probably 2 months, maybe 3 months. It hasn't been very long, not too long. We built it like a giant gazebo is sort of what I was going for, and it is pretty cool. It's not finished. It needs more of this fence work you see, and there's a few other things. Each one of these little gardens needs a little more character. This one's probably the closest to done of the different ones that are here. That one's obviously the end. I want to do another one that's the Nether. That's going to be this one. And here's a couple of our greeting allies. Greet you to the world. They both have that one has a potion, and this one has, flowers. That's always cool. They look so cute with their flowers. They really do. These other ones we don't really have a theme for yet. This one's obviously sort of a bamboo forest. I guess you'd only have to really put in whatever that special kind of dirt that's in that area. Same one that's under spruce trees. What is it called? I can't remember right now. And then here is our little, it's not necessarily a biome or something, but we caught the pumpkin-headed one on Halloween, and his homie got in the boat at the same time, so we ended up just having them both stay around. I put a name tag on them, and now recently we put them into this little dark chamber. Even though the guy with the pumpkin, he wouldn't burn technically, right? But yeah, every once in a while you show up and there's some other creatures in there, creeper or something, but luckily they can't see through the glass, I don't think. No, they can't. Let's see, there's nothing else really here except for this is to greet somebody into the world. If they come in, they can get all of this stuff here, so they can stand a good chance. And then we have a bucket with a few things that you might need. You should put a few more things in there, and then an ender chest that they don't really have any use for. Over here we have a map of the world, but we need to probably do better. We need to fix this map, because right now this is the home mountain, but there's nothing saying that, right? We have this map's all labeled, that one's labeled, this one's got a few, and then what is it? That one's got banisters at least marking the key interests, but they don't have name tags, unfortunately. But then the main map where we are, and then this is Spawn, neither of them have any sort of name, so we need to go fix that one of these days. Put a good label here, and then like I said, this is Spawn, and then that right there is actually our other spot over here, because when I spawned in I thought this was the little area, so I ended up building a little house right here. This isn't it, we rebuilt it since then, but oh yeah, I forgot there's a diamond suit here too, isn't there? There's diamond armor all over this part of the world. But then once I actually died, because after I was here, I moved way off into the hills this way. And I didn't come back here forever. I made sure my bed was good. I never accidentally had it broken. I never came back here. So then at some point I came back, and I even built this up, and I built the cave, the gate up, the portal up, set this area up, and then finally one day I die and I don't spawn anywhere near what I've set up as my spawn area. I spawn over here on a mountainside. So then I promptly tore down the mountainside. That's not true. We tore the mountainside down a year later, but Because yeah, this is relatively new. There used to be a hill about this tall right here. We tore it all down. But yeah, so it's just funny because spawn was like centered over here, and then I realized that this wasn't even spawn. This is just where I dug a hole in the hill. It's pretty bad, right? And then let's see. So from there, we were here, and one day I died out here over, let's see, it would have been over here. And I couldn't find my way back, and I lost everything. This was like 2 days into being into this world. So, after I lost everything out here in this field, I got mad and sad, and I ended up just like running off because I was over here searching, couldn't find it. I knew 5 minutes had passed, knew I'd lost everything, so instead of going back over there, I just ran off this way, all upset. And I was like, I'll just explore, and we'll just travel, and then eventually something will kill me. But the problem was that I survived like 2 nights of running, and like it, well, probably wasn't 2 nights of running, because it's not that far over here. But basically, I ended up surviving, so instead of going back to spawn, I just kept going. And eventually we ran into, let's see, are we getting close? Are we getting close? Is there something there? Let me know. Wow, look at this big old dip. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Ooh, look, it goes way down there. It goes way, way, way down there. Let's see. There. Wow. That's quite a cave, isn't it? That's pretty cool. Sorry we got distracted. I always get distracted by big caves. But yeah, so we just ran off all upset, and we ended up over here. Yes, there's some signs of us, right? So we ran for, I don't know, quite a while, and we ended up like building a house here, and then we ended up making this our spawn village. So we spent, I don't know, 2 months here. Whoa, frame rates are rowdy. It couldn't be all the animals over here at all, no. So yeah, this ended up being our spawn area. Not our spawn area. Come on, Joe. Get it right. Talk straight. This ended up being our starter village. And this was our starter house. We lived here for, a couple months. Eventually I turned it into sort of a blacksmith's house. We have our original cattle over here. That's probably pretty noisy. And then we have our mess of... This is where we get wool, so it's still a little bit... there's a lot of them there, basically. I can feel it. The world's like, it is hard to sleep for a second. Sleep for a second. We actually just put some of this carpet up the other day. We, oh man, that's going. Man, look at all of those. Okay, let's get away from them. So yeah, that would have been December last year, and then, no, December 2 years ago. Gosh, has it been that long? So December 2 years ago, we built this for Christmas. This whole area, but yeah, we have a little fountain, these sort of benches, a little sculpture. I like this dirt house here, personally. Ugh. Yeah, see, it's got a dirt roof. We should build a bigger version of that sometime. Yeah. And then we have our first enchanting area. Like for this area, we, for the most part, did Oh, iron tools. There was a little bit of diamond. Actually, I guess we did a few diamond things here too, but they definitely didn't have mending or anything like that, so they were not the greatest and did not survive. Actually, none of our tools have survived. We've lost everything over time, but it's the nature of the beast. We actually have to go do a new netherite run sometime soon. And since I notice we don't have a ender chest on us right now, I'm going to take that one with us for now. Actually, that's a bad idea. Here, let's go put that back. I did not realize how bad the sheep were hurting the frame rates here. Oh, dang, don't have anything. Okay. Well, this doesn't do us as much good as I thought, but we're going to still take it since we can't replace it. This is one of my favorite little builds too of this world, or this little area. It's just a Old West style general store, yeah. Or it could be a saloon. You could turn it into whatever you wanted, but I see it's a general store for us. And finally, back here is where we did our first bit of deep slate mining, like down into the caves to get diamonds and stuff. Yeah, that was quite an adventure. This is almost a bedrock. You didn't have to dig that much, but there's a huge cave back in there, which that one we were just flying in. No, that wasn't connected to this at all, but there is a giant cave too. So the thing about this world is we actually, whoa, geez, frames, oof. There, we need to come put a new map here. That would be fun. But the thing about this world is when I spawned in, I knew where I was going. I knew I was headed to the mountain, no matter what. So we were here, but I knew where I was going to end up was about 1,000 blocks up that way. And like I said, I didn't really know where this was at first, and I lived over here for quite a while. I was really careful to make sure I didn't break a bed and get stuck back at spawn and didn't really know how to get back here. That was the first few months. And then eventually we adventured on to the mountain. And I guess we could go head that way. Should I take you to the Nether Hub? We did already, sort of technically, but I didn't talk about it. Let's just fly. So when it finally came to be the time, I journeyed across the lands right here. And this was before we had elytra for sure. We didn't even have mending for our diamond tools. This was one of the first gates we got to plunder. Ow. Okay, we got to turn the frame, or no, that's not even that bad, is it? Wow. Okay. Game's struggling a little bit. That's all right. But yeah, this was one of our first places we got good plunder. But yeah, we journeyed across the land over here. See, we can see our path through the hills. Cutting down into the meadows here and through this little bit of forest. Hey, look, there's a doggy. Doggy, 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 doggy. How are you, doggy? We don't have any bones. Well, never mind, we can't do anything with him. But, see, we adventure to here. And here is where we came out onto the ocean. And this ocean is a little small inland ocean that is close enough to some of our builds that you can start to see it. At that time, this was a big adventure because we didn't have mending and stuff like that. Or, not mending. Elytra. Wings from the gods. and we ventured across the ocean. But since that was a year ago, we've changed this ocean quite a bit. We've conquered an ocean monument over here that the build is still quite in progress. It still needs a lot of work, but it's also still producing quite a bit of creatures, as is. They all come over here and fall down there. And there was supposed to be 4 chambers like this, but this chamber ended up being just too much. It was too hard to even fill this one. We got it, but I don't think I could do 3 more. So we ended up removing the 3. You can see the remnants of this one right here. See, they like to come at you if you're over here. Come on, guys. Come on. Try to get me. It's a good way to have them just fall in there. The whole design was so you could see them falling while you were down there around that base. But when you're down there, they stop spawning, so it doesn't even work. But it does look pretty cool from up there. Ooh, one of them actually managed to hit me. They have to get hung up right there and have an eye lock on me to make sure they can hit me otherwise. Yeah. It is still a train wreck, but it is a producing train wreck, and we get lots of goodies from it. Here, let's see. Let's go check the chest. Yeah. Yeah, there's not much in there. A second. Oh, it's all over here. That's right. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Did we pick everything up? I guess we did. No, still, it's not finished by any means, unfortunately. But it'll be fun. We'll come back to it and figure out how we'll probably just leave this single one running and not worry about making more tank space, and then just build something that looks cool around the shape of this thing as it's built. And probably the down chamber here, but that's not as important. See, let's see if it can actually see this. So you can't see it as well, but you're supposed to be able to see him going up. Oh, whip. And then you see him falling down. Look, that one's stuck. He's not even. Come on, what are you stuck on? Huh. But yeah, so. Yeah, see, I guess they are still sort of falling, aren't they? The further away we stand, the more they'll fall. Yeah, see, look. Well, okay. Let's move on. Another couple things of the world is this is the slime farm. Can't really see in there. Yeah. Goes all the way down to bedrock. It's 2 chunks plus a little bit. There's like 7 levels down there, and in those little niches there are iron golems, so the slime will go for the iron golem and then fall down. Let's see. It's not the greatest farm. It's pretty janky, just like most of my farms. But it does work well enough. This is by no means all that it's produced, but it is an incredible amount of work to dig this big of a chunk out. Truly is. Ow, oh gosh, that wasn't great. Hey, how's life been locked in the walls? Yeah, see. Thing is, I've only seen like a handful of slimes ever come out of this thing, even though it does stay stocked well enough. I will actually say, for a little bit, I was saying that digging out the, oh no, digging out the, or emptying the ocean monument is the most amount of grind for a farm I've ever done. But now that I'm standing in here thinking about it again, this was by far the biggest grind I've ever done. Digging out this many blocks of deep slate was just a lot. Let's see. Oh, nice. I need to remember it's my aunt's birthday and give her a call, don't I? Most definitely. Most definitely. Okay. Now, next big farm, well, it's not even that big nowadays. It was a big farm when I built it, because this was probably one of the big industrial farms I built, but it would have to be this bad boy up here. And this is my gunpowder farm, which also turns into a string farm a lot, and then also means that it's been a lot of my wool. Those all tie together pretty closely. They all tie together pretty closely. So yeah, nothing too crazy here. This is going to be a design by Waddles, one of the YouTubers, big YouTubers, pretty close to his. His AFK platform is above it, but this is only a handful of blocks away from the build limit. Let's see, I think this is the build limit, so I couldn't go build an AFK thing above it because it was too high. It's above the build limit, so wasn't an option for me, which is fine. I love that drop. And finally, we have the mountain. The mountain was originally discovered on TikTok. That's terrible. TikTok. Ugh. That's fucking cool. Here, let's go out this way. Oh, we're gonna have to go get some rockets sometime pretty soon. Let's go into the mountain then. So the mountain was found on TikTok. I was scrolling through and somebody had it there. Man, what is wrong with the world? It is glitching hard, isn't it? Haven't struggled to. Could we get? It's 1. What has you struggling here? Let's turn some of our settings down. Fast graphics. Fancy. Oh, that's no good. It's no good. Okay. So the mountain, found on TikTok. Let's go lay down. It's night. Came here for rockets, that's right. There we go. Boom. Oh, hey. Oh, boom. This is the middle chamber. Is wrong with the computer. Oh my god. Connection's fine that way. Now, video setting. Let's just go. Fabulous. No. Fast. Let's go down to 16. 10. Can we play the game, please? Can we play the game, please? There, that feels like we're better, right? Cool, cool. Wow, I haven't been here with the mist on in a while. It's pretty cool, actually. So, yes, we chose the mountain because of this upper chamber. It's this huge dripstone cave is actually at the very, very top of the mountain. And then the mountain is ginormous. See, it's this massive granite space. This giant dripstone cave up at the very top of it. Then you go over here and down, and it drops down into this lower cavern, which is like the main base sort of area. You have this dripstone cave area. This was an empty cave area. We decorated everything that's in here. Same for this area. This was all just stone cave, and we've done everything in here. This is a sugarcane farm. There's a dripstone farm. We have a giant industrial blast furnace that is powered off of lava up here. If you power your blast furnace with anything besides lava nowadays, you're not doing it right. All of this blast furnace is wired up or tubed up to our automated storage system here. Anything you see here, we can put it into the storage and it'll sort itself. I don't know how many units there are, not that many, but... And then we have another big space back here for more additional storage of things that we didn't build for. Here we have a Shulkra unloader. Here, let's see. Let's do something like this. We'll take those 30, we'll put them right here. Bam. Pick that up. We go over here. Oh, hey. Set that there. We'll actually do like part of it there. And then see, it broke it and it dropped it in this chest. And then those items went down through the floor, up, around, down, and then they'll come back to the box, which isn't showing it. Hopefully they did, but yeah. Yeah, see, look, they're coming back to the box right there. That's pretty cool. I really enjoy having a sorter like this. It has been quite useful. Then we have like a bit of an industrial district, set up around it. Let's not splatter ourselves everywhere. Back here is where we started in the mountain. We have a house up on the hillside outside that is where we started exploring into the mountain. But once I got in here, one of the first things I found was this skeleton spawner right here. And so, as a result of it, I built this base. This was like my first high tier base. We have villagers down there. We have an XP farm there that is sort of automated. See, we can come over here and turn this on. Turns that light on and it stops the spawning in there. But since it wasn't off, the ones that were in there will fall down right here. And you can kill them and get your XP and lots of bones, and that's why you see bones everywhere in this world, is because we used to have a lot of them, and we used them all up in our nether hub, and we don't have much left. But if you ever need bones, you can just go harvest them out of the walls of the nether hub. There's plenty of them there. Yeah, and here are our first couple little axolotls. We made them a nice little spot. they've been pretty good about being persistent. This is X. He is like our third villager to ever come into this world. We bred him, but he escaped, so he's just been wandering around in here ever since. Original storage, original food, our first blast furnaces. This is the table that we made most of our like original top tier gear. Ow, it sucks. I didn't do that. And then we used to keep all sorts of enchanting stuff up there. X, can you get down? That's dangerous, please. We used to have a dragon egg and it was right there until one day I accidentally punched it and it disappeared and we never saw it again. By the point we left this area, we had definitely gotten wings and everything, gotten super, well, yeah, pretty dang strong. This base definitely did a lot for us. And then these breeders, these, well, let's see. The two that are named are our very first two villagers, and they were zombies found out on the western flanks of the mountain. We drew them in here and cured them, and then this is a breeding area, or it's a breeding machine. You set it up right and they'll start breeding. It's been off for 7 months now because we don't really do much over here anymore. The only thing this area really does for me nowadays is there is, here, let's see, there is hoppers underneath this whole area. So as these guys go around and throw food to each other, they throw food out to the hoppers, and the hoppers pick it up, and I end up with carrots. Because I really should buy carrots from the fisherman villager, is it? No, the farmers. But sometimes I just come get carrots from here. And here is the underside of that. And there's another villager stuck in here. He got in here a long time ago and never figured out how to leave. Don't know why, but he didn't. But yeah, see, it's basically a carrot farm at this point. Can you come back here? I don't want to really push you down those stairs. Don't want you to figure out how to get down there. I don't know why he never left, but I'm getting paranoid now after like 9 months of him being stuck up there. So, like I said, this was a breeder, and they used to come out here, and originally we built ourselves a big trading hall back here that was librarians. These were the different things they had. Back in the wall behind it, there was zombies that would infect them, but it's all been tore apart to... No, come on. Torn apart, and we took the villagers back to the new trading hall, which hasn't been great because we lost like 2 of them on the way there. So 2 down, and then there was several that were missing before we left, had already had issues. And then recently we got another 4 of these original ones killed when we triggered a raid at the new trading hall. That was terrible. Eventually we built this, and this was originally supposed to be how we were going to transport our villagers out this way, but we ended up just digging a direct tunnel from the new facility to that area, transported them out. Sort of decorated up this tunnel a little bit. It wasn't this lush, but it's not really too special. Eventually we need to come and put like little dwellings in everyone, these little nooks and crannies. the original mine where we got everything. See, I want to do more stairs like this that go all the way up into the ceiling up there. Oh, look, that bridge up there, that's pretty cool. I like that. We need to do more stuff like that. But back to our tour. This was originally our mine. Lead down to where we got all of our diamonds to begin with, but nowadays it has changed a little bit. Not really. Our original geodes back down that way. What were we fighting down here sometime recently? Don't... Warden? No. Bunch of caves down here, but here is our original mine area, but nothing too interesting down here. Got a lot of obsidian from these like hills right there, and then we have the main chamber. Eventually I want to build something pretty cool out in here, but right now it's not much. This was our beacon hole originally. There's the rest of it up there. But yeah, for the longest time, this was our main entrance and exit to the end over here. Wow, was that our wings breaking? That was our wings breaking. Where are our wings? We don't have them in the chest. Shit. Where are the wings? Where would they be? They would be up on the hillside over there, aren't they? That's great. Here, let's see. How do I get up there then? Wings? Nope, they're not there. Crap. Should have had an extra set of wings with us. Well, we're gonna have to go a little detour, get us some wings, and then come look at the upper chamber and move to some of the other areas. So that was our gate that leads to the Nether hub. Can't really, or don't need to go in there now, or now that the wings are broken. Let's just go get them fixed, or go get replacement ones. It's either back at spawn or up on the hill over here. So this is what we were working on, what, Friday when we streamed last? Yeah. Would be the structure we're headed to right now. I don't know, did we need to sleep? I think it is night. I think it is night, isn't it? Up and away. Need to build all these areas out quite a bit still too. So we are passing through one of the original structures that was planned for this world. There's kitties in either side. And here is... Ooh. Wow. That is rough. So this is the village of Eastland. And it sits at the eastern gates, obviously, to Mount Minecraft. And these are those gates. I envision it as the kingdom. It's a Dwarfen kingdom with the villagers that live outside in their little trading town. This is one of the regulars. He's got all sorts of goodies to sell, right? You got some food for us? He sells sushi. And then the rest of the village is around here. We got quite a few little animals. This horse right here is one of the best horses. Oh my gosh, man. My poor computer. Let's see, what do we have running? There isn't much running. Usually it does better, but yeah, okay. This is one of, oh, hey. This is one of our skeleton horses. We actually have, what, 3 or 4 of them in this world? I think we have 4 of them because we captured. There's 2 over here, right? Yeah. Do you guys eat those? You do, don't you? No? Is that beating you? You don't want them? Okay. You guys don't know. You don't need that. Okay, back to the horse. This is one of the best horses I've ever had the pleasure of owning in Minecraft. He is a true beast. Here, let's see. Yeah, there we go. He can do like 3, almost 3 blocks. Yeah, look at that. I'm terrible at the jump. We could get it better than that line. It's like the only spot I can get it. There we go. Yeah, he's a beast, and he's strong, and he's my horsey. We've actually adventured. When we first got to the mountain, we were up on this hillside over there, and I got blown up by a creeper, and he survived with me. Or I didn't survive, and he did, but he's still dead. So this is the inn. We have a couple houses. This is an armory, potions store. This one's dyes and leather. These ones never were really given a purpose. Back here, that one is our shop that we built everything here. We built this, and we had all this all set up, and this is where we built this area from. We have a full beacon down there underneath this. There's actually 2 over here, but they're not working because you have to go look at the hole where they exist for them to turn on for some reason. I don't. Okay, we need to go get our replacement wings. So this is a path that has not been finished yet, obviously. It leads to our not newest build, but one of our new builds, which lies just right over here on the other side of this hill. Right over there is a spot where we started, but you can't see it right this second. Oh, that's too bad. Why didn't the mute work? So this is the new build that this path leads to, and that is our like Japanese garden. It's inspired by a Japanese garden. Yeah, I really like how this build came out. We have several allies living here as well. Little Zen garden area. We have a little tea house back over here as well. There's some cool little bridges, little, what would you, lanterns. There's the main house up over here, but we'll come back to this actually. Ow, man. I have to check what, oh, we're on a different profile art. That could be it. Doesn't, yeah, sorry, back to the point. Get back to the point of some game, but we need to get up there. I don't know exactly how we're gonna do that. We shouldn't have come down here, that's for sure. Okay, well, here, let's go back up here. That gives us an excuse to show this area. Oh, okay. Computer, I'm sorry. Hate me. Why? Let's do 30. Come on. You love me, computer. No. And It's a slideshow. 10. There. Feels a little better. So this is our original house when we moved over here after adventuring across the world from where we started way down south over there. Cut our way through the forest. We built this up here. Then we got blown up down the hill with the horse and nearly died, or the horse almost died, and I did die. But yeah, so this was our first little inclusion into this area. Then we went and built the skeleton farm. To get up this hillside right here. Okay, now how do we get up there? Oh look, this is a path up there, isn't it? Yeah, we cut this a long time ago. Hey, that's cool. There's actually a path up here. Ooh. I'm gonna have to do something with that. Ah, man, that's cool. Okay, so there is our new... This is our newest structure. We just built this like 3 days ago. If that even. Little castle area on the side of the mountain. And we should have some wings in. Perfect, okay. Get back to our journey. Going there. I'll take that. Perfect. Let's pop these back in the chest. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, that should be good. Don't need rest. Plenty of rockets for now. Oh. Now, so here's the garden from above. It's got several little lakes. It's got the main house here. Now we have the towers up in the highlands, but I particularly like this building quite a bit. And then I also like this little waterway built over here. Because this little waterway, technically, it's a big cave. This cave leads off way off that way somewhere. Never seen the end of it, technically, right? Here, let's be obnoxious and put this in there instead of the... there. It's like a secret. But yeah, see, the house is out over the water. Little beach. We have the main house, and then out here, so you can look out on the rest of the garden. This area is sort of like a fortress wall guarding the house. We have Eastland. This is this is the villagers, this is like their temple, and what they're sort of celebrating with the temple is enchanting, but it's also got a lot of the maps as well. And here is our map of the main area. We have spawn, we have the mountain. We've built sort of a, raid farm out of this village here. Nothing really up that way. This is 1.19 generation, so we actually have 2 ancient cities out here on that map. And Here is the starter village that we visited earlier. This is the outpost area. The outpost is where we first went looking for mangroves or ancient cities. We searched all 4 of these maps and never found it. The one thing we did find is right here, and that is a woodland mansion. And that woodland mansion was full of allies, and that's how we have all of the allies all over the place. Overview of the main gate. We have the village, the garden. We have the gate. We have the village, and these other 2 builds, which we'll go visit right now, probably. Nothing else of too much interest. Here, let's see. Oh, yeah, we need to go see Ukraine here in a second, don't we? The next big things in the world are this. This is designed after the cathedral in Florence, Italy. That's what the building's sort of supposed to be. It is definitely not complete, obviously, right? But what it conceals is, I guess, fairly noisy. Here, let's turn this down real fast before we go. Friendly creatures down to like 2. Because they're incredibly noisy. Because there is a villager breeder up there, and we bred just about 100 villagers. No, we've bred more than that here. But, yeah, these are the ones that just got killed the other day. Very sad, very old ones. Been with me since the beginning of the world. Or since I first started having traders, I should say. Sort of our building area. There's the, no. Wonder where the other blue chest is. Oh, it's dead. That's right. It got killed. Go pick up the other thing. This is John. He is the defender of this area, but he seems to have an attitude and always yells at me, but we still let him do the job. He can have it. Nobody else wants it. Can you shut up? I'm sorry. But yeah, there are a lot of villagers here. Most of them have been cured enough to have about as cheap as they can get, but if you want to take the time, you can put them down. There's a zombie back there. Eventually, with some time, they'll bite him, and then you can cure them and get them for cheaper. See, I don't think any of these guys infected, right? Okay. There is every type of villager you can imagine out here. It is pretty intense and was a lot of work just setting up the villagers. That's why we only got halfway through the build. Well, that and what? Oh, not really anything. It's doing fine. It just needs to be finished. This is supposed to eventually be sort of a centralization building for all the dyes and coloring agents, like an industrial dye area, but so far it's only got the cactus farm over there. Another thing we have that we need to start taking advantage of, use some of the colors, but we have an automated wax and honey farm there. So we have a good collection of farms. We just need to start using what comes out of them. We saw the orb over here that we started. Oh, you know what we didn't see? I want to show you the top of the gates. See, the gates actually have like little gardens up here. So like I envision, turn this on, maybe? No? No, you're not going to turn on? Okay, fine. I didn't want to see you anyways. But yeah, so the rulers of the empire can like be up here and look down on their peasants. There are people under them. Wait, I really need to get a couple of custom trees put up here. And I would pretty much consider the exteriors of these done. The interiors still could use a lot of work. You see over here, this is where eventually there will be a like stone wall around the perimeter of the entire mountain. This sort of lies out where it's going to sit, all that stuff, but this one was sort of funny recently because I came over here and this whole roof was burned off. So we put the prismarine because we were working with prismarine right that second, but definitely wasn't meant to have that. It had a birch roof until then. And here is the guts to this. See, I think this was Cub Fan's design. Cub Fan here on YouTube, quite talented YouTuber. Oh, here, let's close that. Don't let them out. Inside here, the main chamber, we don't have a whole lot done yet. This is a stairway from the gate we were just at that leads up here. We have a few blunders from Woodland Mansion, Piglin Bastion. We've been to 3 of these ocean monuments. Our friendly zombie in a cart. Last bit of plunder is this villager face. Eventually there's going to be a big grand library right here where we're sitting, and then right here, lined by that, it's going to be like a palace, and then we'll have a third structure somewhere out here. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. Did we pick that up? Did. One of my favorite things in this part of the world is this, but we don't have it here. Why don't we? Boom, boom. Thank you. There is a crafting bench. You can stay there, sure, why not? Crafting bench. Let's make that into that, and then this into it. So, one of my absolute favorite builds is this bad boy. So, we're going to do something like this. Takes us down. Around, we go outside. Oof, and it throws us in the air. Come down. So we'll be underneath the palace in this area eventually. We're going to leave it still sort of looking... Oh gosh, come on. Let's be able to see this. Hit our next set of jumps. Boom. Boom. And finally up to the very top. And now go to where one of my favorite things where you can go through a waterfall. Bloop. We're out the other side. And the final jump. And we haven't built anymore. And there's a pile of carts there. Can you tell I've done this a few times? Well, yeah, that's one of my favorite builds. I need to finish, though. It needs to go all the way around, make a big circuit, and end up where it started. Eventually, we will get that done, but let's go take a couple of these back to where we started. You know what I did notice over here, though, was there's some chests, wasn't there? Here, let's see. No, not really. Just an ender chest. Ow, wow. What's that rough? No. Mate, it scared me for a second. Did I break more wings already? Yeah, let's just put these over here. And we can leave a little extra in case we need to make one in the future. Yeah, so see, there's eventually will be like this is like the grand chamber. This is the king's area of the kingdom inside the mountain. We probably need to turn our render distance up again. This eventually will probably be another big tower. Oof, ow. And also I'd like to turn it into where we get the achievement for the falling from build height to bedrock. This is just shy of bedrock, or not bedrock, build limit. Then we'd have to dig it down to bedrock, which wouldn't be any fun, but not the first time. Let's turn up our render distance a little bit. Hopefully the game will cooperate with us, because we need a little bit more render distance for the next thing we're going to go see. Oh no, come on. Whoa. Haha, that was not good. Will you eat something? I guess I should have muted there. Oh well. Load in. Come on, world. Pretty please. See, once again, you can see our line around the mountain. Down here, you can also see our, like, road around the mountain. There'll be another, like, village with a courtyard right here. And the whole kingdom's food supplies come from over here. And this is Ukraine. It'll ever load in. Wow, my poor computer is not enjoying this. I wonder what I did. Usually it does so much better. Oh, God, this is rough. This isn't even worth playing. Alright, can we load in, please? Please? Yeah, see it? Stretches way over here. Let's see, please. There we starting about here. Over the mountainside into this area. There is like, I don't know, 20 double chests of wheat out there. I have no idea. There's a huge amount of wheat out there. And this little cave carving here is actually the end. Should have looked around that room a little bit more. Here in the end, we have flattened most of it. Have a big project eventually that'll come up here, but for now we've just been half slabbing and flattening, so it is relatively safe. Of course, we still need to fight the dragon a whole bunch there, but... And we're back at the skeleton farm. Now, I think we will go check out the Nether Hub. I've seen a good portion of the overworld. The Nether Hub was a heck of a project. We dug everything out and then we put up all of the stone blocks on the wall and all of the soul sand. So there is a lot of work in this space. We're up at the very top of the world. I wonder why that's there. Doesn't seem. Did I have a purpose for that at some point? I feel like I should do. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, but yeah, this is our nether hub. Never really expected to put in another gate into this space, but to safely get our allies into this part of the world, we ended up putting in a gate over here, and this leads to the garden area. We have just a few supplies here in case you need something to survive. We have compass that lead back to that one. We have a lodestone. The compasses that lead to the nether hub. We should get the other one. And then, of course, you have another box, and you can take that to go. So, if there's ever guests on the server, once again, we have a few things for them. Anything else? The end? No. The creeper farm is right there, and there's all sorts of creepy crawlies. Hey! Those guys just went into my... It's going to be dangerous. One of the best ways to travel anywhere is this... Whoa, come on. Except for it should only be one wide. It makes it more difficult. Yeah. Let's see, in the nether, this takes you right to nether, spawn. That is spawn. And you very quickly come back from spawn on your raft, and boom, you're at the nether hub. Pretty freaking quick, right? I think that's probably pretty close to everything. We have one last big build. We will go see here in a second. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Okay. Good. Get. That was unpleasant. We knew they were there. I didn't expect them to jump like that quick. Here. I got a present for you. Now you are not surviving. Why am I not hitting him? Can I hit him, please? That was weird. I have blood feud. I am angry at you. Come here. Wait, did you make it all the way down here or not? No, you despawned somewhere on the way down here. Lucky. I'm gonna come hurt you, but he doesn't exist anymore, so I can't hurt him. And once again, approach the mountain. The big orb is going to be part of a big sculpture garden that'll be along this hillside eventually. The big carving down here is going to be port into the mountain. Here's where the wall is up there. Commercial road is at the base. It'll all tie together eventually. We have our path back over here to Crane and the end. Our end gulch right there. Crane here. Instead of going there, you cut through forest off this way. Come across a wood pillar here. That's where I have fought the Wither down at the bottom of the world here quite a few times. Like 9 times down there using a bunch of different tactics. But this is the best of my farms that I've built, and I guess I've built this one twice. So this is where you get your demigod mode, like XP for days, That's why I have this like that, where I can just eat golden apples whenever I want. You see, let's just eat like 3 of them. Oh no, I'll have 4 of them. But only reason I can do something crazy like that is because of this bad boy over here. Obviously, we're on top of the nether ceiling. That's one thing that you gotta take notice on. Then we fly up here. And here is my gold farm. Let's turn down our hostile mob sound. No. Hostile mobs, where? There. Go down to like, that's fine. No, even 2, 1, sure. Okay, now up here, we have to be extremely careful, because if you accidentally fall in one of these holes, there's 3 of them, you're going to die because they are full of minecarts. So we have 2 options. Well, no, actually we only really use one of them, but see, we load up an arrow, whack, oh, and then we piss them all off. They come over here, they fall in the holes. I have things that collect everything, takes it down below us, saves all the gold, rotten flesh, and what's the other one? Oh, gold. Yeah, 2 different types of node. We don't save the gold bars at all, or no, swords, because it's not worth it. Sad thing about this place was I just recently threw my sword into that hole, which was a netherite sword, and since this doesn't save items, it only saves the programmed items. It throws everything else that goes into the system onto a cactus, and that meant that it threw my sword onto a cactus and I lost it, and it was very, very sad, and I haven't gotten over it yet. It was my only piece of gear that had survived all of this, all of the craziness. Ow, okay. Get off of me, thank you. There obviously is somewhere for something to spawn up here, right? So one of the weird things about this is I had this guy and this guy over here spawning as like zombie reinforcements. What? Yeah, see, I named him. What the hell are you doing in here? How do you exist? You shouldn't exist. And then I looked, and they technically can exist as zombie reinforcements. So if you're killing zombies up there, they can. But yeah, see, this, that's where the zombie, or that's where he appeared from, right there. Here. Boop, boop, boop. Get rid of all of it. Did we just throw? Nothing important, okay. But yeah, see, there used to be a cactus here. We should probably put a cactus back there, because that's why something just spawned in there. I have cactus in here. It was so sad. I threw that and killed it. We don't have cactus with us. Of course we don't have cactus. And let's just make sure nothing spawns here at least. So we'll put, no, not that. Do this. There. That should. I think that's the only spawnable spot. Ooh, I'm really glad you didn't take a swing at me. You could have died. But yeah, see, let's see. There is a hell of a lot of gold in here because I play a lot of Minecraft while streaming, so look at all that. Look at it. Look at all of it. Oh well. Guess it's only that. And now head back. Oh, the puppy's making noise. She's asleep. She's a sweetheart. Oh gosh, come on. Back through. Oh, can we fly, please? Usually I don't have fog on in the world anymore, so it's very strange seeing it with fog. Very, very strange. I'm not used to that at all. Let's see. Is there anything else? The ancient city, but people have probably seen that. And we didn't really build anything there. It's just an ancient city, which is quite fun. If you haven't been to one, you should go find them. They are terrifying, but they are quite fun. I like them a lot. I actually just found a second one. Oh, we did get enough to get our recovery compass recently, didn't we? We did. But in reality, I think the best place to probably call it is here at the heart of the world. This is everything. This is where we've conquered this world pretty thoroughly, and it's destroyed us pretty good. One of the cool things about this particular seed is if you load it up in 119, there is 9 ancient cities underneath the world. I can definitely let the seed out if anybody ever wanted. But this is a fantastic seed. It is very broken. It is so weird. And I've loved my time in it. I hope to stay in this world for a little longer. I hope I get the opportunity. But we're getting a little towards where I'm not going to have the option to. But that's okay. Okay. I am Jolly GG, and this has been the YouTube stream world. We have put many, many hours into this world, and we hope to have the opportunity to put many, many more into this world. And yeah, we're going to kick off season 3, actually. Finishing up. This is going to be the last episode of season 2 of the Stream World live streams. Gonna move on to season 3. Not gonna change a whole lot. Maybe stream a little bit. Nah, we're doing pretty good. We're gonna stick to the schedule we've been doing. But yeah, so season 3 will start on Friday. We'll probably have some new music, new graphics, bit of a new format. We'll see. I think I might do a little more just talking to the camera and bullshitting. We're going to talk a little bit more about some things that people might not enjoy. Politics, art, music, a little bit more of everything. Hopefully on Twitter, if I can start posting more on Twitter, we can start sharing some good music that I enjoy and things like that. Until next time, I am JollyGG13. Folks, have a fantastic evening. We'll see you on Friday at 3 p.m. Goodbye. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.